Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Clover. I'm your host, Clover Sterling. Today, health practitioners share different ways to heal the body without taking prescription medicine. All the way from China, our Restore Chi practitioner, please help me welcome Master Yan. Master Yan, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for inviting us.
Okay.
I'm sure that we can offer something to make everybody better.
Definitely. For the sake of reviews, I know they're cluing in, and I want to hear really what is Restore Chi.
Okay, Restore Chi is restore is to balance it. Chi is energy. So Restore Chi, take an example. When it's winter, you have to put on a coat to make yourself warm. And that is one of the balance because outside is cold, inside is warm. When you in the summer, when you is hot outside, then you need to drink some cold drinks to keep yourself cool. So you automatically trying to balance. However, when you get sick, that means your body inside is not balanced. So you do need something to help you to move the energy to balance yourself.
And that's
part of the resource.
That's so Restore Chi, because it's like you're restoring what's gone.
Restore and balance your energy inside of your body.
And how do you start by doing that?
How do I start by doing that? Well, we make some sound. We have a lot of soundtrack, and the soundtrack are actually balancing all part of your body. But before I go ahead to mention more, I'd like to tell you why people get sick.
Yeah.
Okay. People get sick is our body is more like a steam engine. You need to drink a lot of water. But if you drink too much water or you put in your swimming pool, you get drunk.
Oh.
And you need fire, right? So you sit next to the a heater all the time, you get burned, right? How it works is like a steam engine. You put water in it, it doesn't run, the engine. You put wood in it, it doesn't run. You have to light up the wood, burn the water, becomes steam, and then the steam works.
Together.
So how it apply to your body, I'm talking about balance. So the balance is our heart is fire, our kidney is the water. So have the heart, the fire have to go down to warm your kidney, and then you have steam come up, go into your lung, and then your lung will have exchange to your blood. Then your blood will not get too thick. Once it get too thick, the first thing is you have to high blood pressure.
Wow.
Right? So when your blood doesn't have enough water to go in, and then you have deposit. When it deposits somewhere, your liver, you get fatty liver, your thyroid, you get thyroid contraction, and your head, then you get seizures and all those. So when you have the right amount of water and fire in your body to maintain your engine running, then there's no reason why you get sick. And our Restore Chi have all those soundtracks to help to balance it.
Okay, so apart from the soundtrack, what does it actually do? So it helps you to balance. Is it the soundtrack that applies?
The soundtrack is moving your body energy.
Oh.
It does have fire, it does have water, it does have 5 elements. Depends upon where your problem area is.
Okay.
We have over 70 soundtracks to address different situations.
70?
70.
Wow. And so when a client comes to you, you know just what to apply?
Yes, we do have practitioner learning. I do have classes, a lot of practitioner are learning how to use it. When you use it, the soundtrack on the right problem and the symptoms or the condition will be addressed pretty quickly.
So let me ask, I'm your patient, I come in to see you, something is wrong. What could be wrong that I come in to see you?
It can be a lot of pain. It can be a lot of, let's say I do have menstrual pain, for instance.
Right.
I do have one. So if you have menstrual pain and then you turn it on, within minutes, your pain will be gone.
But shouldn't that pain go for a while and then it fades away? Isn't it a normal thing?
Not necessarily, because we address the balance. what had happened, for instance, for menstrual pain is you get chill energy in your blood, in your uterus, and when you have a period, the blood go in, did not discharge well, it get congested. So the congestion build up the pressure. That's where your pain come in. So if you're using the menstrual pain, that one will release the chill energy off from your bladder to balance it. So once it balance, and until next time you get cold.
So if I come into you while my pain is on, you can
Yeah.
help me. I can walk out of your office pain-free.
Yes, most likely. But and also one good thing is we do have it on the net, so you don't really need to come to see us. You
Okay.
just get on the net, register, and using the menstrual pain, that one, turn it on, and gone.
Wow. So based on what's happening, I'll go
You
in,
don't have to come to see us.
search to see what's wrong with me, find that
Yes.
track, play that track,
Yeah.
and apply.
Like some of them are as simple as that, but obviously that's why we do have a lot of practitioner and a lot more profound problem that you need to address multiple organs.
But do you need a certain level of concentration?
No,
For that to kick in,
this is another good
it
part
just
of it.
happens,
You
okay?
can be watching a movie. You can be eating. You can be, driving. It does help moving your energy.
Are you the founder of Restore Chi?
Yes.
Wow, that's amazing. That's a gift.
Thanks.
And so
Thanks.
you're sharing it with others of how to deal with everyone else.
Yes, we are trying.
How has it been received so far?
It is receiving very well. I've been doing this for over 40 years, but then not until I can combine with the present technology, be able to get on the net, get on the MP3, that can be helping millions.
Okay, we're taking a quick break. More coming up with Master Yan. Don't go away. Welcome back. We're speaking with Master Yan about Restore Chi, how to restore your body's activity and get back to normal. Master Yan, what's the uniqueness about Restore Chi since you've started this practice?
The uniqueness is pure energy moving, so and there's not many side effects. I don't see any side effect, and it's so much readily available when you're on the go. Anybody nowadays have a smartphone.
So you can
Once-
take it with you. It's like on the go.
Yes, yeah, it's on the net. Once on the net, once you have the internet, that means you can access it from Australia, access it from Africa, from Europe, all around the world.
Okay, you access from anywhere, but do you have to be do I have to be in my room away from the crowd?
No, but mind you, some of them are not necessarily good for everybody.
Right.
Let's say if I have bladder chill, for instance, so somebody without bladder chill will have problem when he or she was sitting next to you. So for those, that's why we do need a good practitioner to guide you how to use it, and that's the you need some professional.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if someone gets it, you need guidance.
Yes,
Because
but I always kidding saying that I do have different category, like some of them over the counter, some of them like multivitamin that you can take it anytime, and some of them you do need the guidance to help you to using the right soundtrack, and also the amount of time and not overdose and things like that. Yeah.
We're talking about soundtrack. We're talking about music.
It's not a music.
What is it?
It's purely energy, and energy have no sound.
Okay.
So when you turn it on, have no sound. Like electricity have no sound. our wavelength, all the radio signal have no sound that
So
we cannot hear.
So you turn it on, what, you close your eyes?
No, you can be anything. You can be doing anything.
I can be eating?
You can be eating, you can be driving, you can be watching a movie, you can be having a conversation.
And it's that effective?
And it's effective.
That
It's
is
very
amazing.
effectiveness, yeah.
What's the response so far from the clients you've had?
What's that?
What's the response so far from the clients you've had?
If you're using the right soundtrack, it's incredible, very fast, and I have a number of people that using it have very, very good result. For instance, I do have people with lupus symptoms, condition, and lung cancer condition, Parkinson, not shaking.
And with the soundtrack, it can be gone? With
Yes.
the soundtrack? Wow, that's
Yeah,
amazing.
Parkinson, some tumor. I don't want to bring it too much, but
people
you
need
do
to know, especially with
there's
Parkinson's, it's just shaking, right?
Yes, it's not shaking after a
that.
period of time. Yeah,
Wow. And it will go away totally, or
it will be go away
will go
totally.
away.
Yeah,
that is so
but
amazing.
even it's not going away totally. You can still use it ongoing basis because it doesn't affect your daily life. You get no sound, and the cost of it are very low. It's $30 a month, unlimited use. So you can use it as long as you like.
So as soon as I access that, you find a practitioner. How do I go about finding a practitioner?
We will be putting a practitioner list on our site in the
your
future,
website. Okay.
which we like to certify. We make sure that those practitioners really understand what we're talking about.
Right.
In fact, all the theory behind is all Chinese TCM theory. So we're working on negative, positive, yin yang, and 5 elements. And the methodology are all TCM. So if anybody have TCM training, that they will be able to understand and be able to pick it up and knowing how to use it very fast.
And no prescription medicine is involved here. So don't you think you're the enemy of the medical doctors because you have the answer, right?
That's why I try to be playing low.
Right. Well, you have the answer right there.
Yes,
Wow.
I have to say that. I can say that I do have an answer. Yeah.
So the benefits last a lifetime.
Well, put it this way: when you take a cold, when you have a cold, take a cold tablet.
Right.
Yeah, address the symptoms. But then if you don't take care of your body,
You get it
it'll
again.
come back again.
Right.
Okay, so our body energy are also like that too. We do have one for instance, we call energy full healing, and that will cover quite a bit of your body and make sure your body energy flow all the time. We have exercise, which is sort of physical. Internal energy do need exercise as well, and that one will help you to maintain the exercise in your body. And once your energy flow in your body, that means other blockages will be able to take care of it.
What if I don't think anything is wrong, but I still want to try it? Is that okay?
Yes.
Because it
by
may
all
detect
means,
something
yes.
and fix it.
There,
right?
I do have a number of soundtracks that are helping the maintenance. When you say you don't have anything wrong, in my eyes,
I may think so. But
yes, exactly. Everybody does have problem. I can tell you why. For instance, your liver is detox your body, right? Your car, you change motor oil, you change your oil filter. Did you ever change your filter? Did you do anything on your filter? And I have a liver detox, which will help you to discharge.
Wow. Outside is toxic, the air, the pollution, right?
No, those are all the heavy metal that we are taking, all the normal. I mean, we have a lot of chemical that we are taking on a daily basis, and those needs to be addressed.
Okay, so the maintenance there would help us.
Yes, the kidney. Okay, that's why a lot of people have kidney failure, liver failure, because all the chemical that we're taking in on a daily basis are not addressed.
So if someone is about to do a kidney transplant, should they come see you to address that?
That may be kind of late.
Okay.
It having said that, it depends on the situation. Okay, I wouldn't say 100% yes or
Depending
no, but at any given, give yourself a chance.
Okay.
This is what I like to say.
Thank you so much, Master Yan, for taking the time out to share such important health information to us.
Thank you.
Don't go away. We'll be right back with more. Welcome back. My next guest is a certified theta practitioner. She will share with you, in her own words, discovering the harmony within. Please help me welcome Effie Capodistrias. Effie, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So, theta
Healing.
is what you do.
Yes, I do.
What is it exactly?
It is done energetically. It's very gentle. It's very kind. It's all frequencies of unconditional love. I connect to the divine, creator of all that is, or your version of God, and your soul. And then I asked if I can come into your space, and only when I get a yes, I can come to your space, because we all have free will, and we won't invade that privacy. So I will come into your space only when you say yes, and I'll have Creator and I scan the body, and I will start asking you a few questions. And if some people don't know what love feels like, so I will ask you, would you like to know what it feels like to have God's love?
So let me ask, is it an holistic way?
Yes. Creator of all it is. It depends on how you version. Some people believe in God, some believe Creator, come in the universe. We rely on whatever you decide you believe in.
God, yeah, God is the creator of the universe. Yeah. And then it's an entire different show for who God is.
Yeah.
However, you said it's kind and it's gentle.
Yes.
How is it kind?
It doesn't invade. What we do, downloads and clearings. So downloads, our brain is like a computer. It has waves. So when I get into a theta state, which is also a hypnosis state, so, right? You do hypnosis, you go to a theta state. Well, what happened is I go to a meditative hypno state, and I ask Creator to scan the body. You are the healer. I facilitate your healing.
So you're dealing with me, and I'm the healer?
Yes.
But I come to you for help.
Yes,
and you said you're reaching out to God. So how does that work?
Because your soul and God are facilitating the healing. When you witness something, it is done. So the universe works for you. So when you come and you have all these beliefs, you're sent for a reason.
So why couldn't I deal with God myself in myself?
You can.
Okay. So why would I have to have you involved?
Because sometimes we get in our own way, because we have beliefs that are so ingrained and that we don't realize how much detrimental it can be to us, or you're not being your authentic self. When you come into this world, we come into our authentic self. But then we are in our environment, and we see things, and we hear things, and we absorb like a sponge. Mm-hmm. So sometimes when you're in an abusive relationship, your parents are in an abusive relationship, the child sees it, there's trauma, so he makes a decision one way or the other that this is love.
And then this can be classified as mental illness also, right?
It could be classified mental illness, emotional illness. That point could navigate your life and how you run. So if you go back, if you have Creator go back to that point and show you a different way, it will switch perceptions, and then you start seeing things in a different light. It changed my life.
So it will be actually my mindset that got me to where I am, that I have to come and see you.
Yes.
So how do you help? Is it instant? What happens?
It could be instant, it could be gradual. The downloads and the clearings are there. So when you're ready to embrace them, you will be it. It's very gentle. You will notice very gently. So if somebody has never had respect, and we have Creator show you what respect feels like and how people do respect you, and you will start seeing, and setting healthy boundaries, because we need healthy boundaries. I have learned through my own body. I feel what's going on too, so I will get messages ahead of time when that person comes before, and I will go, okay.
Yes, you get messages. How do you get messages?
Through the body, I can see.
Oh, you sense something that's happening?
I've been always intuitive. My gift was I could see the soul. I can see somebody's soul, and it is beautiful, and that was my gift. I also would be in the middle of a room. I wouldn't go out and play. I'd be with the elders sitting in the middle, and every time I would just sit, and I didn't know why I was sitting, but I found it very fascinating. And all those emotions I would absorb. The thing is, I didn't know what I was doing. So I went through a divorce, and so I started my healing process.
Oh, okay.
So, and then I kept on. I always wanted the truth. Well, when you ask for the truth, you're going to get the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Right.
You're going to see every aspect of you, the angry side, the bitter side, the charming side. But and sometimes you need to see your authentic side. You came here with a beautiful soul that is here to express its full capacity. Everybody is unique. Everybody has a beautiful soul. My lesson was to see the human side, to see the emotional, the lies that we've told ourselves, that we're unlovable, we're not kind, but we are. But we're an aspect of the Creator.
Okay, so have you ever prayed?
Always.
Prayed through this?
Always. This is done with prayer.
Okay.
Prayer has been my life.
Okay.
It's just how I pray now. I used to pray in, please God, help me, in fear. So I was desperate. So the energy was desperate. So I would get things, I would get what I asked for, but with desperate or hard. And okay, now I ask, thank you, God. Thank you for this lovely opportunity.
Whatever it is.
I am so grateful, and thank you for showing me how kind people are, how loving people are. You learn to be more grateful. Show me who I am. Show me who I truly am and the true essence of who I am. Some people don't feel that because they're so cluttered with
everything that's in their life. And sometimes you need to change your mindset, your way of thinking, your way of living.
Yes.
And then you can be poor. So with your situation and reaching out to God and have worked for you, so you're reaching out to others through counseling to help them.
Yes. And I had to change my version of God. My version of God, I was born an Orthodox girl. So God was, you were a sinner. Automatically you were born a sinner. So that was in my DNA. So through my DNA, my whole DNA, that I was a sinner. I was born a sinner. So I had to earn the right to pray to God.
But you can change your version, but God is who God is.
I asked the highest possibility, what the truth of who Creator is, and delete and clear the lies that I made truths, and the truths I made lies. So through my DNA, through the loops, through the core belief that I grew up with, to resolve it on a history level, because the soul needs to have it resolutioned, right? So the soul was learning how to love itself. So I had to learn. My lesson was self-love. So that I can't give love
if you don't have it.
If I don't have it.
Okay.
I can't give compassion if I don't have love, compassion for myself, right? I hold the space, the love. People feel safe. They feel calm around me. I don't have to do anything. When they're ready to appear, and if I'm supposed to work on them, I will. If I'm not, and they're not, and they're willing, my energy will do it automatically.
Okay. Whatever your celebration of harmony, make sure you find true happiness. We have come to the end of the show. Thank you for watching. Join us again next time for another episode of Coffee with Clover. Thanks for watching.